Hello again and welcome back to another Hearts of Iron 4 video. We will change things up for this video and the next videos. It looks like this. I made a new Steam account, which obviously has no achievements, and we will try to get all of the Hearts of Iron 4 achievements. This will probably last for some months or years, but yeah. And I will start with South Africa. You probably think that I have any connection to South Africa, and that's the reason why I'm starting with them. The answer is no. I just played them yesterday because I wanted to try out the nation with an old focus tree, if they are still playable, and it went fine, so we will start this thing with South Africa. Um, what else is important? We will always play one country, in this case South Africa, and try to get an achievement yeah, that we are focused on. I will tell in the beginning which achievement that is. We will try to get as many country achievements as possible in one run. We will not do cheesy things, we will just play Hearts of Iron. Probably some cheese when you delete your units to win the civil war faster, because I think small nations need that, otherwise they have no chance to get prepared before a big war starts. And yeah, the whole achievements that are open for all the countries, so you can do with every country, we will also try to get them, but we don't focus on them. We will get them on the way. If somebody are not finished at the end of our achievements run, then we will focus on them. But for now, we're focusing on the country achievement. So let's put Iron Man mode on. Historical AI focuses. For this start, we will not play always with the historical AI, because I think for some achievements it's better to unplug it. But for this run, we will play with historical AI focuses. So let's go. Game is starting. And as you probably can see here, if we click on View Achievements, a lot of things are available. Yeah, like make a railroad from Gibraltar to Singapore. You can do that with every country. We will not focus on that. We will always write in the description which achievements we did in a video. In this particular one, we will not go for Crusader Kings, we will go for Crusader Kings 2. So as South Africa finished their anti-colonialist crusade focus, release all European colonies via the focus and take London. So you don't have to release all European colonies, but only the one that stands here. So Angola, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Congo. We have to be a faction leader. And yeah, we have to take London, or a faction member has to control London. So probably we will play with the Soviet Union or with Germany. So when they get London, it's also fine for us. First of all, we have to make South Africa playable. So we have to delete the units because there will be a civil war. We will just train another 6 of them, I'd say, and yeah, we will deploy them when the civil war starts. So let's take a look at the focus tree. As I said, I wanted to play an old focus tree, and this one is pretty old. I don't I don't remember correctly, but I think it's from the first or from the second DLC. Yeah, and that's already some years away. So which path do we have to take in this run? It's the abandoned Westminster, then we get communist and to the anti-colonialist crusade. So we will start with this, and first we abandon Westminster. For the research, um, we will need a level 2 destroyer, so let's do that first. And otherwise we can focus on electronic and later on industry and also on the infantry. Um, let's build military factories from the get-go because we will get civilian factories as well. We will puppet some nations at the beginning. Yeah, let's put these off. And yeah, we can't make fighters yet. Let's put an IMO on the infantry equipment, and so we are getting XP here. We will for now only make infantry weapons. We will then also make artillery and trucks. And as you see, we don't have trains yet, but in this focus, South African Railways, you will get the trains automatically and also 15 in the stock. Very good, so we have everything for the start. Let's put the time on fast because at the beginning nothing happens, and let's start the game. So yeah, we want to get very quickly communist and then ignite the civil war. In the first video, we will already do an achievement. I think it's called I'm the Tong Master, but we will see when we achieve it. We will take out Portugal and make some countries of them, the colonies in Portugal itself, a puppet. And we will also take Liberia because we need them to jump to the Portugal mainland. I think if you play with submarines instead of destroyers, probably you can also get in this sea zone without taking Liberia, but we can puppet them. They have some industry, so why not? Let's take a look. On the unit template, as you see, 6 infantry battalions. Yeah, it's fine for now. We will, after we finish the first research, we will also go for Marines, because I think they are essential at the beginning if we want to invade anybody. So let's go empower the workers. And yeah, we will just move down this focus tree. As you probably see, you need 10% support for the Communist Party for this one. So the first advisor we will take is, where is he? The Communist Revolutionary. And as I said, let's take the Marines. Don't deploy the units. We don't want to deploy them before the Civil War. We're waiting for our first 150 political power, which should come soon. We don't want to improve relations yet. It gives us stability, but we can do it later. We now need the political power. So we finished the destroyer, very good. We are doing Marines. And probably we will now get the second research speed upgrade and wait for 150 political power. Here we also get some communist support, but it's very low. And now we could wait until we have 10%, but I don't want to lose any time, and I have to make destroyers anyway, so let's do the seaboard defense force that gives us a naval dockyard. Sorry, there was a small cut in the video now because I had to answer a phone call. So now I took the communist supporter, and yeah, let's move on. So as you see, I will build a naval dockyard, or get a naval dockyard and 25 navy experience. That's good because then I can make a level 2 destroyer, and it will be built in Cape. So in the Civil War, the other side will get the dockyard. So this is why I won't start to make a destroyer, but to make some convoys so we have enough to make our naval invadings. And the war in Spain kicked off. That will also help us. You see, we can already prepare for the Civil War. We will do that now. And then we have to one time expand civil support. So we lose a little bit stability because you can only ignite the Civil War if you are under 50% stability. So here we go, the dockyard is built or given. Let's go for repeal the Native Representation Act. And let's design a destroyer. Let's make it as cheap in product cost as it can be, so we only put the light battery on it and uh, the baddest motor, and but we won't start to produce it. We will start to produce convoys in the beginning. So we're already building up a lot of infantry equipment. These three are full. Let's expand the civil support, as I said, to lose stability. And then there's one trick when we can ignite the civil war. We will do an anti-fascist raid. This will give us in the end more stability, but at the beginning it will kick stability down 10%, so we are under 50%. And then we will ignite the civil war immediately after we click this. So we need 100 PP. And we don't have to do 2 times expand civil support, and we'll end up getting some stability back through the rate. And also the fascist party goes down, which helps us, of course, as we are going communist. Here we go, we're even at 50%. Before we go on here, we will support Spain. And I think, yeah, let's delete these two. So we get 2 troops and or at least one, and the other party gets the rest. We will now put in the anti-fascist raids and we can ignite the civil war. So the most important thing here is to let the timer pause while we are deploying our units. So we have 2 right there, and I will immediately deploy them, put on a general. We can't yet put on a field commander as it needs more CP to promote them. But let's put CP and promote some generals. Probably we get a good one. Unfortunately not. Well, this one's promotion costs are at minus 25%, so that's at least fine. We will, oh, sorry, we will put them here. And the good thing about the Civil War, so the enemy side will also deploy troops and they will probably march to Pretoria. We can lose Pretoria without resigning, but they can't lose Cape Town. So when our troops are in Cape Town, we have immediately won the Civil War. Yeah, you don't have to activate the fighters, to be honest, but I will do it anyways. And now we are marching on Cape Town. As long as the enemy deploys its units here somewhere and goes for Pretoria, everything's fine for us. I will put the timer a little bit up. And now we are waiting for 100 PP to get military general. As you see, they are moving to Pretoria and they will be in Pretoria faster than we in Cape Town, but it doesn't matter because it won't. Oh, they're going up. Very good. Because it won't defeat us. So the only thing we need is Cape Town. Now they're going even down here. If you see a unit coming into this spot, take one of the units and pin them in place. And here we go, we got Cape Town. So South Africa is at 100% toward capitulation. And the Civil War is already over. What we're doing now, we will put these troops on Pretoria and train them. We will make 5 more of this district forces. Why exactly 7? Because when we fight against Portugal, we will put 1 unit here, 1 unit here, 1 unit here, so 3 units, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on this border. We will gain a lot of XP because the Portuguese will try to defeat the units, but even with this template, they should be strong enough if they are digged in to defend. So now we have our Marines finished, and we will go for better artillery. Let's see, let's already put 1 factory on artillery so we get a little bit, so we can put artillery on our Marines so they even easier win against our enemies or by doing the naval invasions. So now we justify war goal on Liberia. It needs 240 days. And that's good because we have now some convoys, we have anyways to build our destroyer, which will need some days as we only have 1 dockyard. We will delete this. Let's make for the beginning only 1 destroyer as we only need 1. Liberia doesn't have ships. And now everything looks fine. I hope we can make enough guns so we can fit these 10 troops. It says 370 days, so we will need some more military factories. And yeah, as I said, we will, so the Spain Civil War will help us. When we finish the focus support Spain, then we can choose between these 3 things. I can send volunteer with this rule. We just let people there and lose 5,000 manpower. or why should we fight in a war half a world away? So we are doing the focus, but we are doing nothing. I would take this one because we lose now 5,000 manpower, but when the civil war is over, we will get national spirit that will last forever and gives our troops, I think, 5% organization, if I remember right. Um, Very good. So now we can go down here and do the equal opportunity employment. We need 35% of support for the Communist Party to burn the portraits of the king. So now we can fasten up this thing again, and as I said, with the next 100 political power, we will get a general, so we are getting army experience. There's not a lot to do for now. So another military factory will be ready on the 17th of January, which is good. It won't be too easy to go into Liberia because normally they have some troops already. Let's see what the intel says. So 2 to 5 troops, yeah. I guess it will be like 3. But we should do it. So now let's pump up the production. It's been time. And as I said, let's take the speed general. We will change him later with an attack or attack field marshal, but we don't have one yet. So now we can burn the king's portraits. What we could do, to be honest, as we will fight Liberia first, so we don't need the war goal against Portugal, which is here too soon. I will change this up and go for the other 2 dockyards because for now we have not a lot of destroyers. We will make now one, which will be finished in June 37. But then we have always to wait when we are fighting here if the Portuguese navy is going away of the spots, so we are getting supremacy over the sea. And if we build like 7 or 8 destroyers, we should have even the supremacy if they are putting their navy into some seas, because I think they are only putting like uh, submarines and not a lot of them, and only a few destroyers. So you can get supremacy pretty easy. So as I said, let's go for this. Very good. The first 3 troops are made, and we will train them up. Now we are waiting for army experience so we can make our marines bigger. And probably at one point, when we get a little bit more war support in the communist part of the tree, you will get some war support here. And we already got here something. In this case, we will be able to get over 25% and change this to partial mobilization. And we want to put our conscription law up, as we do not have a lot of manpower, since, as you see here, we have history of segregation and these for a minus 55% modifier to the man we can recruit. You can fix this here, but we won't do that until we defeat Portugal. We will do it afterwards because I prefer to have a little bit of economy first and then do this. We don't need that much man. We can win this by upping the conscription law. So, very good. We've got that. We should now, okay. As we are waiting for the basic machine tools to finish, we will make better weapons. And yeah, from now on, the Spanish Civil War doesn't matter to us anymore. Don't want to send troops there. And yeah, now we are getting also more equipment. And let's do the second naval dockyard. We now already got some XP, so let's go for 8 Marines. I think that will be fine for now. And as we get 35 more army experience, we will put artillery, support artillery on it, and one line artillery to get a little bit more soft attack so we can break through against the Liberian army. But we can already train up these Marines and let's put them on lit so they are getting the support in the field, so the equipment faster than the other units. So now, as the next advisor, I will take the silent workhorse. So in the long run, we get a little bit more PP. This actually doesn't matter because our destroyers are anyways not good at fighting. So let's just roll up all the tech and so I don't get bothered from it anymore. Here we go, the next unit is finished. Train it up to level 3. And let's see what the war goal is doing. So 20 more days. I guess we won't be finished with the units before the war goal is finished, but it doesn't matter. We can just declare war on them and defeat them whenever we get the chance. So now we get the second and even add 3 dockyards. Yeah, don't believe that is true. It was 2 more, so this seems to be wrong. So it was 2 more dockyards, now we've got 3, and we will now, before we burn the king's portraits, let's do South African railways so we get the civilian trains. Good, yeah, we will not trade for this 1 tungsten, that doesn't make sense. Losing a civilian factory because I don't think that it's that hard. Yeah, lack of resources, -5%, but I don't think it's that tough. So now we build our destroyer up. Let's make like probably 20 more convoys. And then do the rest of the dockyards on the destroyer. So we are making some destroyers. We will put them all on the same fleet and Now let's take Halifax. Yeah, we don't even have to train them. I will train this one, but it doesn't matter at all. And now we're getting 250, so let's take the Silent Workhorse, and with the next 150 PP we will pump up the conscription law. So let's put here the artillery, so we get more soft attack. As you see, we had like 50, now we have 76, so this is worth it for sure, and we will also finish the artillery we need for that before we are starting with the naval attack. So the justification is finished. We can wait until the 26th of August, which we will also do because we are still lacking guns. I should have probably made in the beginning everything with guns and then changed to artillery, but now it's too late anyways. As you see, we finished the research for civilian train just with this focus. So let's burn the king's portraits. The only important thing with Liberia is that you kill them before the Second World War starts, because I don't know, I think the KI has something written inside of Liberia, or it's probably because they are democratic. They are pretty easily joining the Allies, and if the Second World War kicks off and you're waiting some days or months, they will join the Allies, and then you will be in the war with the Allies. So just finish them off before the war starts. But as it is 37, I guess we will, or we can deal in 2 years with Liberia. And just don't forget the war goal. So before the 26th August, we have to declare the war. But when you declare the war, you lose war support as it's an offensive war. And because you are in the war and also stability, so I want to squeeze it out as long as I can. And let's go here for the improved machine tools. Yeah, here I also always go the same path. First production, then here soft attack and breakthrough, reliability and soft attack again. And then here breakthrough and yeah, defense hard attack. And that's it. So roll them up like this, and I think you're good to go. What is with our units now? I underestimated a little bit how long this goes if I have one on artillery already. So we will have to take a look what we are doing, because I don't have 340 days. I probably should have bought some equipment, but let's now first declare the war. We can now also promote this guy to a field marshal. Let's also make one more. And this costs only command power. I always do the offensive doctrine first, but of course we now don't have the main power. We got here the planes back from the Civil War, so let's just merge these two together, and we can always put them on this general, so they are following its steps. We could train them up, but it's 30 fighters, so who cares about them? And now we are in the war, but not ready yet. Yeah, probably you will do in your run everything on the infantry equipment, not as I did. and you will get faster to your units. Um, Probably I should did also industry first before I made the weapons and the artillery better. So I did some small mistakes. But the idea of this video runs is also if you make mistakes, the game should still be playable. So I did some mistakes, do it better than me, but I hope it won't matter in the end. So we don't need this. Probably if we have 150 pp, as I said, first conscription law, but second, when we are fighting Portugal, we will do war propaganda, so we get even more war support. You can always do it if you are in a war and you have less than 50% war support. So we burned the king's portraits, and then now let's do the anti-colonialistic raid. We have 150 pp. Oh yeah, we don't have the war support now, so we will do the war propaganda first, so we can put up the conscription law. So now here we miss 2 steel, but it's for the destroyers, so we don't care about it. And you see if you have bad stability, what that makes with your production factory output minus 44%. So probably you should wait with the war goal on Liberia a little bit more so you have enough equipment to fight, not like me. Um, at least now they are tickling a lot of guns in, and I hope we can defeat Liberia quickly. See what we can do next. Yeah, we'll need a little bit so the war support gets up. I will get now a naval commander in chief so that I can make my marines better. Yeah, let's do that one. Doesn't matter to be honest. And let's make army better. You could do ideological loyalty as it gives 500 weekly manpower. I will probably do that next. But I think that the manpower that you get as a not too small nation as South Africa is not that big of an advantage. But it was in this case probably better than do bold attack if I'm doing it anyways. So here we can do naval reform to get even more naval experience. And I don't think I could, of course, attack Liberia also with these units, but I think I will need the Marines to get through. So that is what I do on the artillery side. Also always in this direction, first production cost, first production or a faster production. Then the soft attack on the towed artillery, and then I go here on defense because I think breakthrough on artillery is not important at all. Reliability, and of these three I choose air attack because I never care about sorry, towed artillery, of course. I mean, of course, check. Yeah, because I don't care about anti-tank, and I also don't care about the heart attack and breakthrough of the artillery. So I think that's fine, and I'm always playing like this. You see, I don't use a lot of times for the IMOs because they are fine, but I don't think it's that important to go the very best path here. It's more of a feeling than that I check the numbers, which would be the best. So let's go, my Marines. Hope you're finished soon. Let's put, as I said, the support artillery inside here. We have enough. And I think we will also put support artillery on the normal district force. So let's go make the African People's Union. So we are creating a faction even with no member except of us. As I don't want to wait much longer, I think I will for now delete these two units as I want the weapons to go into the Marines so I can finally make the naval invasion. Because I need the units for Portugal, so probably I should do that faster. So I would attack with the normal units on this tile, and with the Marines I will attack Monrovia directly. Very good, let's pump up the production, so now we are at 11 days already, that's fine. And now we can make the infantry weapons better. Then the Marine. And this naval invasion path, I just do plus attack. Always doing it, don't think a lot about it. Let's go for ideological loyalty. And as you see, in 100 days we will get our war goal against Portugal. Yeah. We can delete this one as it won't be built for now. We have only capacity for 3 Marines for now. Well, we can train this up. Let's put these 2 Marines inside, outside as well. Because first of all, we can then already put them on this naval invasion so we don't lose time there. And second of all, they will get trained faster. But we lose a little bit of equipment. So, yeah, let's take the war goal against Portugal. As you see, you only have to control states so you can liberate this country. So probably when we are fighting the UK and going up here, we can liberate some countries over this decisions. But if we now win against Portugal, we will probably just puppet Angola and the countries we can puppet directly, because we can then take the resources of these countries and their more factories of them, rather than doing it over the decision. For the achievement we are hunting, so Crusader Kings, you see we have to release Angola, and I think it has to be released over this decision making. So it could be that we have in the end to annex them and then liberate them over these decisions, but that I think is not a problem at all. Because if we are that strong to win against the UK, we can also annex Angola. Here we go, so next we will do limited conscription. And wait until We are full with equipment, which is in 35 days. Probably I will then fight with level 2 Marines. If we don't do it in the first attack, then we will do a second attack with level 3 Marines. But I hope, to be honest, that it will be fine. Here we go, let's go on limited conscription, and as we in 8 days have enough guns, we can attack them. And as we now have enough guns, we will train back the district force, so we have enough units when we fight against Portugal. So let me take a look, let's make this one level 3 and then we will stop training. Or probably, yeah, let's stop training, get the orc back, and then we will try to get Liberia. So now we also have the war goal against Portugal. The fine thing is it doesn't expire, so we can declare the war whenever we want. Let's get here the 2 more civilian factories. And as I said, we are waiting here to get full orc. We have it, so now we can start the attack. And of course we will need the repairing, of course. We'll need these 2 tiles. And as I said, Liberia doesn't have ships, so we have naval sea supremacy here and here. And can start our attack. So even the attack upgrades for the infantry are coming in. Let's do the radio research. And now slowly we're starting to get a little bit of a steel deficit. This will be fixed here when we get 16 steel in Transvaal. Until then, we will probably import steel from the Soviet Union. Well, let's hope now that we can defeat Liberia. How many troops do they have now? 2 to 7? Probably they have 4 troops. That would be tough. Would be tough because we are also attacking here into a jungle. So, what are we fighting? So we are fighting here 2 troops, and we are fighting here 4 troops. What we will do, we will slow down now a little bit. Yeah, let's put that on destroyers. And let's see how this works. If we have to force attack, we will force attack. We just have to get Monrovia, so we win. And as you see, the Marines are getting very slowly, they are losing orc, so they could win their battle. And here you have a red bubble because the normal troops are losing orc much faster in a naval invasion. But Monrovia looks good, and as I said, I will force attack if I see that the troops are losing their orc. We can, I think, do it a little bit faster, because the only thing we have to watch is this fight. And now when this unit gets deorked, the other unit should get deorked very fast, as you see. So now the one unit is retreating here, so we will fight here against 3 units, which will make these units, the orc, even faster. So I think in this case we don't have to force attack, but it could of course be that you have to, because here the orc gets 0. So we got Monrovia, and with that Liberia is, as we call it, freed. So, what are we doing with Liberia? We will just puppet them, and as I said, we don't annex them and liberate them over the decision making, but are puppeting them here because, for example, Liberia has some rubber, so we can take this rubber and also their factories. Here we go. With that, we've got Liberia, and we are getting our first achievement ever. I'm the Tong Master as South Africa break free from the UK and puppet another nation. So, very good. We defeated Liberia, and now it's time to also defeat the Portuguese. We also got a little bit of a stock now as we defeated them. So, first of all, we will squeeze out these units and put, did I say, let's put 4 of them on this border. And three of them on this border. That should be enough to defend against the Portuguese. And we will also give them 1 support artillery. We should have enough towed artillery when we start the attack. And from Liberia, we will also start the naval invasions to, I think it's Cape Verde, right? Yes, Cape Verde, I guess in English. And this 1 unit we can leave here. When we attack Portugal, probably we can already win with the 3 Marines when we are landing them, but if not, we will send all the troops that we can now recruit also to the front line. To win it easier, we will turn this off, and as I said, you could probably liberate whereas Liberia. Here we go over this decision, but it's not necessary. We wanted the resources. Here we go, train the units up. And the naval invasions of the Portugal islands are pretty easier than attacking Liberia, as Liberia has their 4 troops on the home country, and here probably is 1 unit, and here on the dockyard will also be probably only 1 unit. As we already had a war goal for some times, Portugal sent its troops down there, so in the homeland there won't be a lot of Portuguese defense because they want to attack us overland. Here we go. Let's go for some infrastructure. And yeah, now we already have some factories. I will now put 1 on trucks, and probably as we have 15 trains, it's enough for now. First off, we will put 5 on weapons. And yeah, let's see when we will start the war. Let's put our destroyers here. And let's get the defense upgrade for the infantry. Now, what should we do with the next 100 pp? I guess we will go on partial mobilization before we start the war. So our military buildings, military factories are built much faster. Let's do B to make strategic redeployment. And then we wait until these troops get level 3, and this will be the point where we will start to attack. The Portuguese, we should make this in Cape Town so they can start to come to the front line quicker. So let's see how many artillery do we have. Only +4, because I would like to put another artillery on the Marines, as they would get much stronger, but probably we can't afford it. How many do we need? 100 more? Really? This line artillery. Expensive. Oh yeah, we can fasten this up. That's already August 1938. What we could do now is probably get a war goal against nationalist Spain, because as the Second World War starts, I don't think that they're going into the Axis, as they then still have their national spirit where they are unlikely to join factions, and the Allies also don't want them, as they are fascist, and they will also not guarantee them, therefore. And why we will also take Spain, so we get a little bit more of a navy. So we get probably 20 ships from Portugal, and I guess 30, 40 ships from Spain, so that's good. What do we have now? 4 destroyers. I would have liked to have some more at this point. Unfortunately, I made a mistake to declare war on Liberia faster. That made 1 year of production much worse than it should have been. So 180 pp. As I said, let's go on partial mobilization and pump some factory out. And now we will deal with our steel problem as we add 16 steel to Transvaal. Then we can stop trading here and have even more civilian factories. We are already on Grand Battle Plan doctrine. I like the doctrine because of the planning bonus, so we can, and of course, the spirit of Division Command is very good. Logistical focus. Some say logistics are everything in Hearts of Iron 4, and I understand why they're saying that. Yeah, no, we are not doing the railway company yet. So these are now level 3. A little bit more. Oh, what did I do? I did a mistake. We're staying here. These 3 are staying here. That one is staying here, and these 3 are preparing the naval invasion. So, small mistake by me. Everybody is on level 3. In 2 days, the naval invasion is prepared. And if we don't have sea supremacy, they are putting their ships sometimes away, or I hope to build enough destroyers to get it even faster. So to get it by having more units than them. So let's go. Let's kick this naval invasion off and let's defeat Portugal. So our troops are here. Unfortunately, some of them are now not digged in because I made the mistake to withdraw them from the front line. But I think they will still. It will still be fine. So as you see now, they putted some ships in this area, and here everything should be green. I don't think that they can, with their troops, defeat any of these units here. So that should be fine. Here we have just to wait, we will speed things up. And as I said, if we don't get the naval supremacy as they are putting ships away, we will probably get them when we have 6 to 7 destroyers. In this case, we have to wait a little bit more. We are fastening things up, so we have now 3 more troops. We will put them also here. And yeah, they didn't start yet. Let's go here for close battle as we have a lot of screen ships. And will they put something away? Not yet. You can always take a little bit of a look here if they are failing, but they should not. And as the Portuguese are attacking inside here, they are losing men, and we are not losing that much, as you see, 19 to 2k already. But our generals will get XP, so probably I should do here also a front line. But yeah, just wait until the XP gets in. So now the naval invasion started. So as you see, they put their units away, their ships away, which is very good. With our next 150 pp, we could go on extensive conscription for the fight against the Spanish later. Let's see how much we need. 205 days. That would be in the middle of 1939, so shortly before the Second World War. I don't know if we already can have that much troops, so we will wait with that. Oh, here, as you see, we can make some new district forces, and as I said, I will put them all here in Liberia, 100 pp. We will probably make air later, so we could already get an air chief of staff. Or let's do the army regrouping first, so we get a little bit faster recovery rate. And yeah, now we fixed our steel problem. We will go for the military factories. And let's not trade with the Soviet Union anymore, as we have for now enough steel. So I still like to put the time a little bit down to see the first engagement, and then we can fasten it up again. So let's see, either production or better guns. I guess better guns. And probably the Portuguese don't even have a unit here. Let's go for the artillery. Maybe you think now, what is if the Portuguese naval invade? As I saw in my runs, they never do that. So because they can fight over land, they don't have a necessity to naval invade. Here we go, so we are landing Cape Verde without any enemies here. That's already good. Although I would have liked to kill one unit of the Portuguese. Do we have the artillery now? Probably we should put it on, as we have enough, or nearly enough, and then we can plan our naval invasion to Portugal. And what you will see now when these ships come here, that we have enough tiles to also make an attack order on this sea. The Portuguese have their ships out, so for now we can't attack, but soon we will can. And here everything's fine. The Portuguese are always attacking a little bit, but they are just losing manpower and are giving us ticking experience, so thanks for that. I should probably train these units up. I can't train because they are all on level 3, so they won't start training. And for that, not lose the organization and get kicked by them. When they are on level 3, I will stop the training though, because if one of these falls under level 2 or 3, then they would start to train, so I don't want to risk that. So these units are a little bit weaker, but that's fine. They will just fill out the front line if we need them to. So they're on level 3, and that means whenever the sea zone gets free, they can land on Portugal. As you see now, they have less ships inside there. I always say sheep, they are no animals. If we would have now some more destroyers, we would already have the naval supremacy, so it's a little bit unfortunate that I made a mistake here with the early attack on Liberia. And not having the guns, not having the ships. So slight mistake by me, but doesn't matter. Either we will get enough destroyers out, or they will just abandon the sea zone, and then we can do our naval invasion. And now we're fighting up these things again. As I said, we don't have to care here a lot. And here we go, the naval invasion is starting, so we'll let it fasten up until they are like here, and then we will slow down the timer and out micro the Portuguese. Here we go. So let's see how many troops are on the port. As I thought, only one, so we should pretty fast de-org this unit. There is a second one coming, unfortunately. Let's see if it can join this one. No, it can't. Very good. And now, as I said, we will also put these 4 units out. Delete this and oh yeah, of course, we will put them also on this front line, and the 4 troops as well, but I don't think that we will need them. Just take a quick look. If you destroyed here the front line, that would be a pity. That if the Portuguese can come in just like that, they can't, so let's finish them off. One goes directly in front of Lisbon, one I guess goes here and surrounds Lisbon, and the third one just takes a little bit of land here. And now, as I said, you have to micro a little bit. Overrun an enemy. Very good. Perfect. So we also got our first medal ever. Very good. And now, okay, this one escaped. Oh, and the next one, through land battles, scale and hold. Yeah, oh, very stupid of me to say quit. Thank you for the medal, but mistakes were made, mistakes will be made. And I just wanted to show that it's not, I mean, obviously I have to show it if I make mistakes, but um, in Hui 4, also with mistakes, you can still make a run playable. And I did some, for example, with the destroyer, etc. But as you see, I still can take on the Portuguese. I will see how many troops are here in Lisbon. Probably we can also already encircle that one. Yes, we did it. And now we will try. Well, it seems like the Portuguese have already some troops, so good that our reserves are coming in. Uh, I will now put this on so they're getting a little bit more support. Yeah, let's close this. Oh, didn't thought that that would happen, to be honest. So I have to admit, okay, probably I can open this one up and then we will close the encirclement with killing the unit. So now I already have some military factories. We would probably need some more trucks, but I think it's fine like that. Let's do 3 on artillery probably, and then we can also start to make some support equipment. After that, we will pump out some guns. So yeah, let's close this encirclement finally. We can also go up there. Okay, we cannot close the encirclement. It seems like we will need to wait for our troops. But if you're lucky, at least we can take Lisbon, or probably also encircle these 3 units here. I must admit, in my runs before this run, I was a little bit better in attacking them. So now they're moving out of Lisbon. We will, of course, fastly use that and close them here. And now these 5 troops will. Oh, yeah, we don't get Lisbon back. I'm sorry. And thanks God, we have prepared some units. If this attack goes fail, I did vent a little bit. So this time we wouldn't have won with only the 3 Marines. But now it looks good. Let's be fast with this. Close this encirclement. Encircle this unit. Here there will die 4 troops of the Portuguese. So that's good. And here we also kill one. And now we will go to Porto. And as you see, I have also the other 3 troops that are coming to the front line, but it won't be necessary anymore. And as you see, Portugal is now abandoning this front line as they fear to lose their mainland, but it takes a while to come there, so they are too late, unfortunately, for them. We'll here encircle Porto, and that should be it for the Portuguese. I can also encircle these 2 troops, to be honest. And when we take Porto, we have won the war. So, yeah, killing here 4 more troops, some XP. And yeah, we also encircled them here. I guess we can then start to kill the unit in Porto and win the war. We don't have to close this encirclement anymore, because they're getting our puppet anyways, and it's better to let them some troops so they can also make troops for us. Yeah, nothing is happening here anymore. Portugal lost 68k, we lost 9k, so I think that was a pretty good war. Now it's February 1939, I guess now we can declare war on Spain. And finish this war here. Let them stay pinned. We now got the better artillery. Making here the better gun. Let's also do the engineer company, as we will start to produce support equipment now. And if we win against Portugal, I guess we will also get some of the weapons for winning the war. So now we are again down in steel. We can buy some from the Soviet Union, and we will make the better artillery. Yeah, we will put the district brigade, as they don't have a support artillery, inside for now to care about occupied territories, as we will anyways puppet most of our one land. We won't have that much of occupied territory, so we don't have to think about this for now. Later we will probably make a big horse division to care about them. So let's go here over the river so we have a better attack on Porto. Now we will kill this unit. At least 1 province every week for a certain number of weeks. Very good. I didn't click quite quit this time. And that's it. We won the war against Portugal. And now we will puppet Angola, or let's see what we have to take. We will take Mozambique because we can make the Great Zimbabwe Empire if we have Mozambique and these parts of Great Britain. So this is the only state that we will take. Otherwise, we will puppet. Yeah, we will puppet Angola. We will puppet Guinea-Bissau, and we will puppet, what is it, Cape Verde, and the rest of Portugal as Portugal. We will demand all the resources. And don't forget to get the ships of Portugal. So I think we did everything right. We will find it out now. unstack so it is stacked, unstack so it is stacked, and unstack so it is stacked, which means we have everything that we want. And we will confirm and exit. And yeah, with that we have Portugal, we have 33 factories. We now can produce a lot of more military factories. Yeah, let's take the railway company, who cares? And as you say, now the focus says we can liberate Mozambique, but we won't do that for now. We have to do it later for the achievement. But now it would be stupid, as we want to recreate the Zimbabwean Empire, and as you see here, we have to control Lorenzo Marques, Manica Sofala on Zambezia, Mozambique. So this would be these three provinces, and which means we won't liberate them until the end of our run. So now we've got Portugal. As I said, we are going for Spain next, which also means that we will get even a bigger navy. We got now 33 ships of Portugal. I think we can train the ships for some naval XP. We will have to put probably a second factory on tracks, so we have enough tracks. And now we made South Africa playable. So you see, it's February 1939, the Second World War didn't kick off yet, and we already have some puppets, which are giving us, as you see from occupation, 10 factories, and with that we can build up a better army and fight in the Second World War as soon to be a great power when we recreate the Zimbabwean Empire. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe to the channel. You know how the algorithm works. As much subscribes, or as I have more subscribes, more people will see the videos, and leave a like on the video. Thank you for watching. See you next time, where we will defeat Spain, and then I think we will make a little bit of an African campaign before we go for Great Britain. So see you guys next time.